Hello, everybody. We're so happy to be here with you. I've been through quite a bit trying to get here. They're working on our internet in our apartment, so I'm up in another room, and it took me about three-quarters of an hour to get set up. But we're here, and we're ready, and we're excited
Little
to
blips
be
here and
here
there.
with you.
Yep. A little bit of frozen time here, Arlene.
Oh, well, we came back. I think we may have not a very good connection here, but let's just say, universe, keep the connection going.
Yeah, please. That would be wonderful.
All right. So our theme for the month is being influencer, conscious. That I think is a really interesting thing for us to look at. So here's what I wrote about it. What do you mean by a conscious influencer? For me, being conscious means that you are paying attention. You are aware of your frequency that you are radiating. And we all radiate energy frequency. It's through our auricle field, it's through our body, and anybody around us is going to feel that, even if they're not conscious of it. And then people consciously or unconsciously pick up the energy we radiate. We are responsible for what we radiate. It can change the energy frequency in the room. Just one person having a really high, lovely frequency, that just moves out into the whole room, and it can change everything that happens in that room. So, what would you say about that, Leslie?
Yeah, I mean, if we really pay attention, if we really notice, that happens so much. Uh, when we have meetings, that happens. When I go to the grocery store, you know, that happens. Um, it's a smile, you know, a happy thought, sending a blessing, anything really ups that energy, and it really does make a difference in
It really
people.
does. Well, and the thing is, all of you who are here are very highly sensitive. You pick up other people's energy fields. And sometimes we pick up other people's energy, which may not be compatible with us. So we have to have ways to clean our energy and make sure that we're not allowing some other kind of a belief or energy to affect us. So that's really an important part of what we're about here. And so as we go through this, let's look at or have you feel what is the energy in each of the luminaries? What is the energy in colors? Because we could always ask that luminary come around us if we want to radiate that particular frequency. And if you're having a hard day, sometimes you just need a little extra help, and having that around you can do that. So let's look at the luminary and actually, we have two luminaries for this month, and then the color card for this month. So I'm going to show you unfolding, which is the first one that we're going to do. Oh gosh, I love that one. Um, and this one, what I picked out for this time about this one is there is so much more in your crystalline core than you yet know. And then the question is, what is unfolding from your crystalline core? You can see the crystalline core in this luminary, and that is radiating out. It's a frequency. But each of us have a crystal core inside. Could be in the heart, it could be in the lower or the upper heart. It just depends on where you are in your own frequency. But what we can do in this is to say, oh, my crystalline center inside of me, I have this opportunity to use that as a place of finding out what's unfolding in my life.
Mhm.
So Leslie, tell
Well,
me about unfolding for you.
yeah, unfolding
By the way,
is
it's 6 and 12.
6 and 12. You're right. Those numbers. Um, to me, that shows a progression. And, really tuning into that crystalline core. I mean, I can't stop looking at it. It's just so beautiful. But a crystalline core is, to me, part of our universal or um, cosmic makeup, and that it is when we recognize that, when we um, put our attention there, that really kind of makes it more bright, makes it shine out more from us.
Yeah.
And as it as it does that, even I look at this beautiful image, and it's like first there's like all these beautiful like white and um, orange and rainbowy colors, and then there's green and turquoise and of the heart, and then it just goes out, and I love how the white is there, but it's also this beautiful gentle pink, and it's just beautiful to me, and it's kind of shows that progression of it moving from the inner to the outer to me.
I agree with you. So now let's look at love. Sorry. Okay. There's some kind of energy here. um, okay, so this one, look at all of the rainbow colors in the center there. It's so beautiful.
Mhm.
One of the attributes of this luminary is the word embracing. And I was thinking about that. And this can mean embracing what is comfortable and uncomfortable. Often we don't think of embracing what seems messy, different, or out of sync with what is highest and best. Why would we want to embrace that? How is that part of being loved? I'm going to have you talk because I'm having trouble here.
Yeah, take a few minutes here. Embracing, um, I as I was contemplating this, it was like embracing what is comfortable, but embracing what is uncomfortable. It's really our sometimes it can be our learning edge, if you know what I mean. It's our growing edge where it's like, oh, that I recognize that as uncomfortable or not something that I resonate with, that kind of stuff. Because life is made up of all kinds of energies, and it helps us to sort out what is my energy resonant with. What do I know about myself at this point in my growth? Um, so for me, and I've had some of that lately of, you know, um, being like feeling out of sync or feeling like, boy, my dreams are really weird. Why, that kind of stuff. And really, there's purpose in all of it. And I am one of those that I'm an investigator. It's like I investigate what's going on, and just say, okay, this showed up. Interesting. Why is that? Or
Why is that? Yes.
or what does that mean for me? What am I supposed to do with that? And it becomes better than going, reacting to it in a negative way, or reacting to like, oh, well, I don't like that, so it's such and such. It's like, no, it's like I realize that, and let's look at it a little bit more, because I love to have clear, clean, focused, loving energy. And that's where my intention is. So putting it out there, want to look at it. That's just my point of view.
Well, which is another energy of some kind. So, what I just did was to put love all the way around whatever this is that's in my throat. That's another way of embracing it and just saying, I hear you, I feel you, I know you're there, and I'm just offering you this love from this luminary. And it's better so than it was. So, we'll see. I think it'll last our time together. So I'm going to remove love and back up here because I wasn't able to get the picture for the colors that we have, and the color that we have is so.
Is it the lime green?
Okay, I'm not. There's a lot of light on that. I can't see it.
Well, I'm just going to hold it up until she gets back here.
Down back. Oh, there it is. Now I can see it completely.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah.
Strength.
So apparently, yeah, go ahead. Strength and
lime green. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what I picked out from that was natural leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And in that natural leadership, it's practical caring. Your caring is given without conditions. It is expressed in practical, down to earth ways. You are never above others. You are with them, but are not caught up in them. That is our strength, one of the strengths that's in lime green, which is part of natural leadership. When we're in our natural leadership, we are right present, and we're here to help in any way that we can. And we're never above others. We are part of each other. We're helping each other. We're a oneness. And so for us to have that opportunity to bring lime green in, oh, how wonderful that is.
Mm-hmm.
Anything more you want to say about lime green?
I really like the part where we are with them, but we're not caught up in them. And I think as being empathetic people that we are, sometimes it can be like, oh, let me help you, or, oh, I'm going to, give you advice or whatever. And it's like, just be present sometimes is enough. Sometimes,
Exactly.
yeah. And sometimes they'll say, well, what do you think? And you can work in ways where you can cycle it back to them and have them tune into what they are feeling, because that's really what matters for them. So.
It is such a privilege to be with another person and just to uh, be in your relaxed, natural leadership and be able to care in a way that uplifts that person. It doesn't take away their sovereignty. It just uplifts them and helps them to find who they are in their center. And that's so important. That's what we're about in transformational tools, is to help everybody find that true self, that part of them that's so important.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very exciting because Leslie and I have seen people that have been with TT for so many years, and the growth they have made in themselves is just heartwarming.
Yeah,
and
nice.
Whenever we can be there to hold space for that for them or to help in some way, it's part of what our purpose is. It's just such a wonderful feeling to be able to do that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go on to sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love this one. I actually used this week. I just needed that sweetness. So wonderful. So if you need sweetness, just see that the center of that is in your center and that the rest of the luminary just goes around you and gives you that wonderful sweetness. And the part that I picked out from this, because there's quite a bit of information in the book about it. Oh, by the way, it's the numbers 11 and 33. That's the repetitions that are in it. So that is part of the frequency. Both of those are advanced numbers. So sweetness is bringing in a really high frequency. But the part I picked out was wrapped in a blanket of fragrant hope. You may choose to open to receive the sweetness of life. If can you feel that wrapped in a blanket of fragrant hope? Fragrant hope. It's like it has some kind of a smell to it that's so wonderful. And each person, it might be different. You know, it might be like a rose or something else that it means something to you. Pancakes in the morning or something. Whatever that is a fragrant hope. And boy, do we need hope right now in this chaos that we're living in this world. But all of you have the opportunity to wrap yourself in that fragrant hope. And we just thank this wonderful sweetness for being here. I also wrote this in these chaotic times, we may pull back into a stance of protection. Being open feels dangerous. Sweetness offers you a blanket of fragrant hope. This is a different kind of protection. Hope is a very high frequency. When you are surrounded with that, you naturally open up. You naturally open up when you have a blanket of hope around you. And what you can open up to is all the beautiful people in your life, all of the beautiful experiences. And we can still have a heart for all the things that are happening in the world and sending love to that.
Hmm. You know, part of this, when you were talking about, having hope in the middle of it, of when we think things are, dangerous and we need protection and things like that. I'm finding my practice of allowing, because there have been times in the past where I would get kind of oh, upset or worried, more like about something that I really didn't leave any openings in the front of it for something new to happen. So, like a diagnosis or, something about a friendship or something. And it's like I've been learning to, whatever happens, it's like, well, beyond this happening, there are bunches of possibilities, and that those possibilities can be hopeful, because that means something will change and it can shift the
We're
outcome.
here. We're having an in and out internet here.
Oh,
So people can keep up with us. Oh dear. This is apparently
did
in
I
the
stop?
whole building. So
Did I
I
stop?
I don't know if they missed some of it, but
Oh,
anyway, I think we got out most of what we want for the fragrant hope. One thing I didn't say, which I want to be sure that you understand, is the luminary folding and the luminary love and the strength in lime green are all of what we have for the month. And now with sweetness, we're starting what we have for the week. So if you have the cards, put out sweetness and be with it and read in your book and spend some time with sweetness, because it is such an important one for us in these times. All right, then the other thing that we have is the strength in uh, purple. Let me take this off so we can see it. And yeah, you have it there, so show that. So the strength in purple is regal, commanding, spiritual. But what I picked up out of it was gratitude and humility. gratitude, and humility. And what it says in the book is hope springs forth as you see the greater truth of the human existence and, and recognize the desire and commitment of you and many others to bring the human realm into its highest hour. I can just feel it. I get chills when I say that. As we as a group, as we as ones that are awakened, when we start being there and being in the greater truth and recognizing that this is going somewhere, boy, does that make a difference.
Yes. And we can be shown, I mean, I've seen a lot of that recently, online where people are expressing themselves like, we're going to get through this. This is going to shift things for the better. It's going to change, and that kind of stuff. And it is hopeful to hear that, especially from, many, many different people around the world.
Yeah, I just agree with that. I mean, I just know that we are in the right place. We came here at this time for a reason, and it's an important way to be conscious when we know that we came here for a reason. And as we work on what's happening to us, we are able to be that influence to others who may be very down, very upset with what's going on. And we can hold that place of love and that place of the strength in Mind Green. All of those are so important during this time.
Mm-hmm.
Anything more you want to say about the violet purple?
Mm, I don't think so.
Okay.
I noticed Courtney's noticing of the rainbow when we were showing the rainbow in the middle of love.
Oh, yeah.
And she said it reminded of her sister that passed, like she is here with us. She was full of hope, she said.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, Courtney.
Yeah, that's very sweet.
That. All right. So, as far as announcements, for those of you who are part of the Vortal, we have our gathering on Sunday at 2 p.m. That's Pacific Daylight Time. So be sure and have that on your calendar. And then on Monday, the 18th, Leslie and Will have their Portex group. And those of you who are in the who are on our newsletter, you will have that Zoom link because anybody can come, whoever wants to come to that. And then, of course, every Friday, here we are for Energy Focus the Week. Then on the third Thursday, we do Intuitive Circle, and on the fourth Tuesday, we do Journal with Your Knowing Self. And we'll be reminding you about that at the Fridays before the week that comes up. So the one that's coming up now is on the third Thursday, May 21st, and that's the Intuitive Circle, and it's at 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. We have such a wonderful time in those groups, so I just hope people will plan that and be there with us if they can.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was great fun.
Yeah. All right. We're ready for our readings.
Yes, we are. And Sandra is first.
All right. Let's see what Sandra's got coming. All right. Passionate Ascension. Oh my gosh. Passionate Ascension is such a wonderful one. That one just stands out, shows you, Sandra, that you are in the midst of moving to higher and higher frequencies. And sometimes that can kind of throw you off. But notice there's green of the heart in there. There's red that gives you the energy for this.
Wow.
There's yellow, which gives you the clarity. And I think there's some white in there that connects you realms. Anyway, this is a really important one for you, Sandra. What I'm feeling is that what I get is
Oh, breaking up a little bit.
Okay, we're back. Anyway, Sandra, you are going to be having a lot of fun with this. By the way, this is the numbers 4 and 8. So that's a good way to understand. It's very grounded in some ways, as at the same time that it's lifting you up into higher frequencies, Sandra.
Yes. So we went to get your card and 2 popped up.
Okay.
Sometimes that happens. So it's strength in purple. Strength.
Okay.
And lesson in gold. Lesson in gold.
Okay.
On the purple one, it's a strength to help. I like to put them up here too with this one, which Arlene will do.
Yeah, I'll do that for you as soon as I.
The purple is saying is really in support of that, of your passionate ascension, and it talked about a commitment to the spiritual journey. Well, this one is strength is a commitment to the spiritual journey. So you're right aligned with each other here with your commitment. So it's about making a commitment to your journey, no matter what shows up, like we were just talking about. You have that hope, and no matter what comes, that's, you're committed. Second one is the lesson. What are you learning? What you are learning now will become your strength. So pay attention to what passionate ascension brings up for you this week. Because those things that are maybe newer, or you ran them through again, only they're now at a higher level that you can recognize, pay attention to those, because those are about to become your strength. Okay? Those will become stronger in the coming days, especially pay attention for their emergence this week.
Nice. And who's next?
Jeannie S.
Hi, Jeannie. That's not it. Okay. Well, this one is wings. And this one is about allowing yourself to be free enough to fly, to be light enough so that you can fly. What I'm getting especially, Jeannie, is this one will help you move up to that different visual viewpoint so that you can look down at your life and gain more understanding about your life from this higher viewpoint. It's also about exploring your inner self, and also exploring what you know or are beginning to understand about what it's like to live in these higher frequencies. And I'm also getting that be sure to jot down your ideas, because there's going to be some great wisdom that comes through for you.
Wow.
So thank you, wings.
Mm-hmm. Wings. Those help you fly.
Yes, we need that. We need to get up above things so we can see what's real.
Boy, we're really having a lot of purple today.
Oh, wow.
Strength in purple.
Oh, that's perfect to go with this. This also has a little bit of purple in it.
Oh, yeah, it does. Quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah, some
and the purple and
too.
the yellow going together. That, see where that shows up. I'm getting see where purple shows up in this week for some reason. it wants to remind you, hey, I'm with you. This is a strength. We're developing this. I'm showing you this in wings. I'm always here with you. So that's what I'm getting. Notice purple. That's funny.
Finally. Okay. Everybody here, please hold the intention that this internet will stay solid. I didn't know it was bad in this room, so.
Kind of pausing for a bit.
All right, here we go.
All right. Are you back? Almost. Okay, looks like you're back. Got it. We got it. We're on to the next person now.
Okay.
All right. The next person is Will.
All right, Will, let's see what's going on for you this week. That one's not it. Okay. This is Mosaic. The first thing that I get about Mosaic for you, Will, is that your life right now is a mosaic of interests, a mosaic of information coming to you, a mosaic of feelings. And I feel like you're handling it really well, and that this mosaic will come together in a formation that's really beautiful, kind of like what you see here in the luminary. And it's just a matter of having the patience to allow it all to land in its new configuration.
Patience. Wow. Well, your strength is in orange.
All right.
So feel the feelings. It says your strength is sensual, alive, present, and happy. And those are ones to, really allow and celebrate. Because as you have been in this creative place and are in this creative place of mosaic, I mean, she just read interests, information, feelings, all of that. You're handling it well. There's some in orange can be very grounding as well because it's closer to that area. But yeah, and the blue is with that too. So it's something about communicating that as well as experiencing it. Yes. Do you have anything with that?
I just feel like that feeling, the feelings is so important because it's part of how we get our information is with the feeling and the feelings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So who's next then?
Courtney.
All right, Courtney. Let's see what's up for you. Oh, this one's nice. This is dawning. And this has white and red in it and green in it. So there's heart energy in the green, and there's energy for life in the red, and there's a connection with the divine in the white, and there's a pink in there too. It's a little playfulness kind of thing. And that's the frequency of 11, the number 11. So what I'm getting right now, Courtney, wow, there's a lot going on for you. And I feel excitement in you, and that this whole dawning part, it's like you're dawning into a new experience of your life that is really important and also is so satisfying right now. So I love that.
Wow. So your card is turquoise, lesson in turquoise, and it says, say yes to the meaning of your life. So what's showing up can be and is probably with how with lots of these new experiences and feeling good and like, oh, maybe new things are dawning on you about stuff. Like, oh, I hadn't considered that before, but there's that. Um, you might notice that you're saying yes to this more often. So it's like um, turquoise and red orange kind of go together here. And that is about bringing both the grounding qualities of red and orange up with the high heart of turquoise, which is above the heart, and just bringing those two. You can even
So I apologize.
put your hand on both parts of that, and just take it in and just say to yourself, oh, I am taking in these beautiful energies and it is accomplishing this dawning in me, or I am dawning with this energy. It feels exciting. It does. Okay, Arlene. If you're around, if you're back. We'll wait just a second. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with, we have one more person, and that is John. So I'm going to get a luminary for you, John. And we'll check in when she comes back. Ooh, okay. John, your card is Simply Self. Simply Self. It's the first one. It's, I think, a real core one for everybody, but it is the number 6. And it says, hi, you want to check in before I get going? Arlene?
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
So I picked a card for John. Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Okay.
What did you say?
I said I picked a card for John.
And who's that for?
John.
Oh, for John. Okay.
Yeah.
Simply Self. Lovely, lovely. I love John.
Yeah.
Simply Self. Oh.
And it's talking about making clarity of thinking, make room for it, and feeling. So thinking and feeling this week are opening up. And what emerges are these pearls of wisdom. There are little pearls in there, and they show you, oh, that is true. Or, oh, whatever discovery you're making about your life, your progress, where you are now compared to where you were, looking at the joyful things in your life, looking at those things that are cleared up and cleaned up, and those that you're working on to do that. And you can take a lot of joy and a lot of relief, and just how it feels when things are newly clean. That's what I'm getting. And
you know what I'm also getting, John, that and I think this is true for everybody, that the more that we get into this Simply Self, the closer we are to our true self. Because when you're in that simple place, you're being more true to yourself. You're not adding a whole bunch of stuff that gets in the way. You're just being who you are in the center of your being. And that is exciting.
Mhm. All right. Let's see if we can get him a card here. All right. Nope, that wasn't it. Okay, that one. Ah, Strength in Orange.
Oh, what a great one to have with
Yeah.
this, because you got so much orange in there already.
Oh, yeah. Really feeling it in your body, feeling it in your heart, sensual, alive, present, and happy. You get to pick all that out of it, and really enjoy that this week. And I just, look at the card and it's blue. The orange and blue are very creative. And being in that sensual, alive, present mode really helps your creativity.
Yeah.
I could do this. I could do that. Maybe it's writing or painting or whatever. Maybe something you haven't done for a while. Yeah. All right. That's it. Oh, wait a minute. We have somebody else. Sugar Dog 33. Would you write your name so we can see who that is? And we can try and get you in if we get your name. Sugar Dog.
Yeah, Sugar Dog.
Gwen.
Oh, that's Gwen. Hi, Gwen.
All right. Okay. Let's
I
pick
think we can go ahead and fix card for Gwen. I'll just pick a card here for Gwen.
Yeah.
Well, you got Crown this time, Gwen. And crowns are really important. What I want to read a little bit from this, it's the number 10, which means you're coming to a place where things are going to go into a different kind of space for you. So it's completing one thing and either going back and starting something new, or it's moving on into higher frequencies. I think on, Gwen. And I just want to read this one part out of the book. This is your time to be recognized, Gwen. Will you boldly accept the crown of awakening, not as one who stands above others, but as one who shares in the journey of becoming fully present and accepts responsibility for living a unique contribution? So this is an important time, Gwen, and it's an important time to stay grounded. It's important time to check in with your knowing self. It's an important time to look at what it is that's being brought to you in this awakening that's happening for you.
Yes, well, your card reflects that as well. It is strength in, what is it, Arlene?
It's what?
Strength in, it's indigo. Did you hear me?
Indigo. Okay.
Yeah, strength in indigo. And this indigo is about.
And is it the lesson or the strength?
Strength.
Is it strength?
Yes. Can you see it?
Guys, I'm so sorry. It is the strength. Okay.
Yes. All right. So it's really tapping into that intuitive self, the strength of that intuitive self. And with Crown, she was talking about really exploring your knowing self and stay grounded. So this is grounded is good because this will take you up to your intuitive or out to your intuitive, however that's your thing. And it's from the very back of your head, and is where it's located in our bodies. But when we're using our highly intuitive nature, it's leading. It can help lead us into our crown and into this time of okay, we've completed this part. We accept it. We are living it, and now there's new energies coming in, and so being grounded and yet really, really listen to your intuitive self and your connection to the cosmos.
These two go together really well because when we're working with something like crown, being able to not only get into our intuition but also into our psychic and understanding gets us closer to understanding who we are. And I think that that's a really important one, Gwen, because you are in an awakening time into something more. And this crown is saying, stay grounded, stay understanding that this is something that's so important to you. And at the same time, stay connected with what you know in your deepest self.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think that's it for today. And I totally apologize for the interruptions, but you all have stuck with us and we've had a good time as we always do. And you have supported each other, which is so wonderful.
Yeah.
And Leslie, I'm so glad we do this together. It's such a wonderful thing.
Yes, yes. And, it's an example of what we are putting out there for all of you too is, hey, no matter what's going on, we
just go with it.
Go with it, be with it, and the love comes through.
Yeah, that's true. So thank you all for being here. We always look forward to being with you. And I'm going to go ahead and close us off for this time and go and have a wonderful weekend and next week. And we will see you next Friday. So bye for now.
Bye, everyone.